The following video you are about to watch is a mirrored video collab of Nate the Voluntarist and myself. If you like it, please like and subscribe to both of our channels. Enjoy!
What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend where you were honoring the men and women in uniform who gave their lives to protecting this country. I mean, nothing could go wrong while celebrating, right?
Memorial Day is a great holiday for bringing Americans together, unless you decide to promote segregation while you do it. A Black Lives Matter group in New York City threw a Memorial Day party and barred anyone who was not black from attending. This is what they said: being intentional about being around black people is an act of resistance. This is an exclusively black space, so if you do not identify as black and want to come because you love black people, please respect the space and do not come.
Never mind.
Lisa Durden is a political commentator and Black Lives Matter supporter. She joins us tonight. Lisa, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Good to see you again. You're doing well.
Thank you.
Oh no, I can tell this is going to be a lot to take in, so I'm going to need some help on this one. Now, let's see, who can help me out with this?
Hey Nate.
Oh, hey Night Shift. What are you doing here?
Just hanging out in my armory here. As you can see, I've got a lot of firearms and the state would love nothing more than to take them from me.
Oh, I get you, man. I got a couple of guns here myself, and I gotta protect my cabin and my cats at all cost.
Yep, so what are you up to?
Well, I'm responding to someone who represents Black Lives Matter and them wanting to exclude white people from a Memorial Day party they're holding. Trying to find someone who can help me take on this load of baggage here.
Well, I'm here, and I've got a lot to say about this topic too.
Alright then, let's start from the beginning and do this.
Memorial Day is a great holiday for bringing Americans together, unless you decide to promote segregation while you do it.
Oh God, no! A Tucker Carlson video? Nate, really?
I know, but at least in this video, Tucker isn't doing his horrible criticisms of libertarianism.
Well, I guess some pains must be expected. Let's get on with this.
A Black Lives Matter group in New York City threw a Memorial Day party and barred anyone who was not black from attending. This is what they said: being intentional about being around black people is an act of resistance. This is an exclusively black space. So
What? Seriously, so the only cure for racism in America is more racism, apparently. Seems legit. It totally doesn't seem legit, but whatever.
If you do not identify as black and want to come because you love black people, please respect the space and do not come.
So if I identify as a black person, but I'm completely and totally white, which I am, I can still come to the event? Well, the first part of what you said is completely counterintuitive then, but, from the left and from Black Lives Matter, I would have expected nothing less than the complete and most utter of weaponized autistic stupidities. Yeah.
Lisa Durden is a political commentator and Black Lives Matter supporter. She joins us tonight. Lisa, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Good to see you again. You're doing well.
Thank you. I was confused by this because I thought the whole point of Black Lives Matter, one of the points, would be to speak out against singling people out on the basis of their race and punishing them for that.
Oh, no, Tucker. It's gonna get better. When it comes to confusion and stupidity, that's only the tip of the iceberg.
You can't control what your race is, and yet they seem to be doing that. Explain that to me.
What I say to that is boo-hoo-hoo.
Okay, that's not a good way to start off when giving an argument. I mean, have you ever heard of the expression that first impressions are hard to erase? Also, can't you see how hypocritical you're being? You've become the very thing that you're fighting against.
You white people are angry because you couldn't use your white privilege card.
Whoa.
See, now you're attacking white people, okay? You don't like white people. This is why people don't like Black Lives Matter. It's filled with racists like you.
Whoa,
To get invited
Lisa.
to the Black Lives Matters All Black Memorial Day celebration.
Oh my God. Wow. You know, I never thought I'd find anyone more irritating than Tucker Carlson himself, except for maybe Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders. But this woman puts all three of those guys to shame. You're standing up against racism by being racist isn't really holding up very well, hun. But I'm guessing that hypocrisy is not the first thing that you're worried about, so I'll just leave it at that.
Well, think about this. They complain about alt-righters excluding black people from their ethno-state, and they call them Nazis for doing that. So, Lisa, let me ask you this. Doesn't that make you guys black Nazis for wanting to exclude white people from your events?
Wow. Let me contextualize that for you. Memorial Day was created
I don't want
by
you to wait.
Memorial
So
Day
down.
was
First of all,
created.
I don't want you to contextualize.
Oh,
Right?
I need to contextualize it because Memorial Day was created by
Well, hold on.
black
You're
former
attacking
slaves in
people on the basis of their race.
1865.
Wait, okay.
That was only the partial origin of Memorial Day, and what she's referring to was only the holiday's origin in South Carolina. In other states, the holiday was started indeed after the American Civil War, but there were several origins of the holiday in these other states. And these origins either came from former Union and Confederate soldiers or civilian groups that were either white or of mixed ethnicity.
It's funny how she mentions that because after doing some research, it turns out that the U.S. Library of Congress stated on its website that, quote, Southern women decorated the graves of soldiers even before the Civil War's end. Records showed that by 1865, Mississippi, Virginia, and South Carolina all had presidents for Memorial Day, end quote. So yeah, it's a more complex issue.
To honor those individuals who were Union soldiers who fought and died for our freedom, so Black Lives Matter, in that same vein, decided to get together with black folks.
I'm not going to let you
honor black
filibuster
folks,
past my
to
question.
make sure
but
that
hold
black
on,
folks were
Lisa.
celebrated for
Yeah, those black former slaves in South Carolina who memorialized the sacrifice of the Union soldiers who were mostly white, only for you and Black Lives Matter to completely segregate out the great-great-grandchildren of these Union soldiers who fought and died for your freedom to do this. Oh God, the irony.
for being murdered
I don't
by
want to shut this
racist
down. I
terrorists.
don't want to shut
Just because you're saying it louder doesn't make it any more true.
this
If you're
down,
mad
but I
at
will.
that,
Okay.
you just...
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I just have a really simple question for you. If you
Yeah, I'm ready.
don't like people excluding others on the basis of their race, and as a society we agree that that's bad. I agree it's bad. You agree it's bad. Then
Holy crap, why did she make that face?
why are you doing it?
Apparently, Tucker, she doesn't.
Why are you defending
Listen,
it now?
white folks crack me up all of a sudden when we
It's not a
want
white
to have
question,
one
it's a
day
universal
for
value.
black folks to focus on ourselves, but you've been having White Day forever. You
Black people have 1 month dedicated to them, which is called Black History Month. There's also a 1-week holiday that many blacks celebrate known as Kwanzaa. Plus, there's other holidays that are dedicated to other minorities, including Hispanics and Arabs. White people don't have a single day dedicated to them. Not even one.
You know, it's funny. The irony just keeps on going here. Not only is the celebration about segregating out white people, but she's technically talking about resegregating black people as well. This doesn't put black people on some pedestal of importance. It just segregates white and black people into different groups. Again, just like the American South from the 1860s through the 1950s.
don't say the words anymore because you know it's politically incorrect, but you've had an all-white Oscars.
Black people win Oscars all the time. The first black individual to win one was Hattie McDaniel, which happened back in 1940.
All these movies with all white
Well, if you
actors,
don't like
movie
it,
after movie
why
after
are you
movie,
perpetuating it?
all white TV shows with white cast over and over and over again.
Woman, what are you going on about? There have been many TV shows over the years with black casts, so let me name some of them. Sanford and Son, Good Times, The Jeffersons, Benson, The Cosby Show, Family Matters, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, Sister Sister, The Wayans Brothers, Cosby, The Jamie Foxx Show, Malcolm and Eddie, Moesha, The Bernie Mac Show, That's So Raven, The Cleveland Show, Everybody Hates Chris, The Game, Tyler Perry's House of Pain, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, Are We There Yet, Blackish, Grownish, and finally the latest I could find called The Pains.
Oh, but Nate, don't forget, there's also In Living Color, if you don't count Jim Carrey, Living Single, The Parker, Smart Guy, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Between Brothers, A Different World, and Homeboys and Outer Space. And yes, that last one was real, and it was a surprisingly awesome show.
Bachelorette, it took 11 seasons to have a black bachelorette. Are you serious?
It's hard to believe. I hope you're not speaking for anyone else. I hope there aren't a lot of people in this country who agree with you.
Well, my name is Lisa Durden. I'm speaking for Lisa Durden.
Are you serious?
I just hope there aren't people watching who agree with you, because what
watching.
you're saying is so hostile and separatist and crazy. It's such a basic violation of what I thought we all agreed on.
Oh my God, look at this woman. She is so full of herself. I mean, look at that expression on her face. Geez, you know, I did want to say that this was fake and that she was being phony on live television just to get a free ride on live television. I mean, damn. No, this is real. Oh, wow. I can't. I just can't.
Which is, you don't attack people for things they can't control, namely their race.
It's not an attack. I'm stating the facts.
What facts?
People give weddings where they exclude children.
Oh, give me a break.
It doesn't mean they don't like children. They don't know if your kids are going to be monsters and those kids are going to be well behaved.
No,
so in that same vein, Black Lives Matter decided to have one day where they didn't want white folks who were going to be off the rails. They don't know if you're going to be the ones behaved and for them or the ones who are there against them.
So, Whitey can't be trusted, right? We're just like children. We're just little troublemakers.
Not only that, in that same vein of thought, couldn't you say the same about black people that are anti-black? I mean, what are you going to do about all the Uncle Ruckuses out there? And yeah, people like that are real. That's not just from the Boondocks. What do you do about them? What happens if black people like that sneak in?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Lisa. Try to be a bit more consistent, because so far, we're seeing a lot of double standards coming from you.
Let me just ask you a quick question.
Go right ahead.
Do you think it's racist to exclude people on the basis of their skin color?
I think it's racist when you've been excluding people for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Look, if it's racist to exclude individuals for hundreds and hundreds of years, it's racist to exclude them for just a couple of years. So you admit that what you're doing is racist.
Silly lectures. I'm asking you a very simple question.
We're forced to come together collectively to celebrate ourselves because you guys won't.
There are millions of individuals that are white that proudly support Black Lives Matter, but your racist ass won't let them because you're excluding them, and you're being racist.
Also, what does she mean by you guys?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, me neither.
You are the larger society. Let's be real here.
Okay, so because Black Lives Matter compared to society as a whole is small, Black Lives Matter can't be racist, and society as a whole is racist because it's large. Is that right? You're only racist because there's a lot of people involved? That is stupid.
You guys, I'm talking about what I thought we all believed. Let me ask you this. Do you think it would be fair if white people did come to a Black Lives Matter celebration?
They do all the time. When you look at Black Lives Matter,
do you use the same water fountain that they do?
And that's not something that you'd welcome? That kind of unity isn't something that you actually want for your movement? Good God, what is wrong with you?
And you see Black Lives Matter coming together collectively for different issues. You see people of all races. So we do accept them. This particular day, they said, stay your asses out. We want to celebrate today. We don't want anybody going against us today.
And you can't celebrate if someone who doesn't look like you is around?
Yes, you can, but you can
You're
also
demented,
say, I don't want
actually.
to do it. It's a personal
You're
choice.
sick, and what you're saying is disgusting, and if you were a Nazi, I would say the same thing to you.
Luckily, I'm not a
because
Nazi.
what you're
That's debatable.
Yeah, I mean, you act just like the alt-right who you claim to be Nazis. So, according to your own logic, yeah, you're a Nazi. You're a black Nazi.
saying is indistinguishable from what they are saying, which is, I don't care your opinions, I don't care your views, your life experience, your intentions. All I care about is the way you look, something that you can't control. And on that basis alone, I'm judging you, and I'm hostile to you. That's the case you're making, and it's divisive and wrong. And it's amazing that you even have to say that out loud, but I can't believe you're making the case you're making.
Unfortunately, when you have a racist society like America,
if you ask me, this woman and other social justice warriors are the ones who are trying to create a racist society. Because they want every single thing in life to be about race.
you force individuals to come together collectively to make sure that they have a voice. And that's
This is what
unfortunate that the
identity politics
racism has
looks like.
caused
Okay.
people to come together.
Yeah, and you're not perpetuating that racism at all, are you, sweetheart? Oh, God. Yeah, to quote Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder, you went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Together collectively.
Let me ask you a question. Is there a single white person in America you would have let into this?
Now,
into the celebration?
I'm not Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is a
You're
movement.
just an apologist for this.
However, I can respect the decision. It doesn't mean it's a decision I would have made. Maybe I would have.
Of course you would.
Just like a wedding where I might say your kids can't bring their badasses in my wedding.
Children are not an ethnic group.
Now, tell that to Joe Biden, please.
Every
It doesn't
person
matter.
in
You're
the world, it
discriminating
does
against people
matter.
with kids. You're saying don't bring your badass kids.
I hope every parent watching this keeps their kids away from you.
Would it be okay? Yeah, but you see,
that's
not
okay.
But there are white adults and Asian adults and Hispanic adults, and presumably they're basically the same as black adults. But you don't agree with that.
We have gay pride parades. We have Puerto Rican day parades.
Straights are welcome at gay pride parades, and non-Puerto Ricans are welcome at Puerto Rican pride parades. This is a terrible comparison argument.
Non-Puerto Ricans are allowed and non-gays are allowed.
That honor individuals. We have Mother's Day. We have Father's Day.
Fathers
so
are
on
allowed
Mother's
to
Day,
participate in that.
So, she's conveniently forgetting about that cringy-ass Happy Father's Day mom commercial that came out a few years back, apparently.
I'm not sure you're even capable of having this conversation, so I'm going to end it now.
Well, that is one way to end a conversation when you're talking to someone as obnoxious as her.
Let me ask you one last question.
Oh, shut the hell up, Karen.
And be totally honest with
Yes.
this. Do the people in your world, your parents, your siblings, your kids, your friends, do they agree with you on this?
My family respects my right to free speech.
Your family has completely disowned you, haven't they, Karen? Can't say as I blame them, though.
No, don't give me that dumb answer.
Always
do they agree with what you
but
just
they
said,
do
though? Do you
agree
know
with
a lot
one
of people
thing.
who
I have
agree
the
with
right
what you
to
just
free
said?
speech.
Whatever. No one's contesting
I'll
it.
see you next time on your
Stop with
show.
that.
You'll be
Do you
inviting
know
me
a
on
lot
again.
of people who agree with you?
Tucker, I'm going to see you again in less than a month.
It's funny. She said that she'll see him again, but 2 days after this aired, she was suspended from her job as a professor. Then 2 weeks later, she was fired and has never been heard from again.
Ratings are
I
going
don't
up.
even know what you're talking about, and I'm not
I
sure I look
do.
forward
I'll
to
see
it.
you
But
again,
thanks for
Tucker.
coming on tonight, Lisa.
Okay. This is kind of unintentionally hilarious. Just these two enormous egos fighting over each other for screen time is just pure gold. Ugh. And it almost makes up for the amount of brain cell loss that I've experienced over the course of this video.
Well, at least it wasn't Tucker that was the painful one to listen to.
That ending was pretty comical, seeing Tucker Carlson fighting with Karen there over who was more annoying and who had the bigger ego. It almost made this diarrhea hurricane worth the slog through.
You want to do another round? I got another clip of someone who's just as dumb.
No, Nate, that's enough for now. And don't get me wrong, this collab was fun as hell, and I would love to do another. My brain cells just need some time to heal up after this. Thanks for having me on, and I cannot wait to tear shit up with you again soon. Peace out, bro. Oh, and there is one more thing before I go. Corey's life matters! We gotta make those shirts, bro. We've got to make those shirts. All right, I'm out.